You know, in a man's life, there comes a time. No, I'm not having a midlife crisis. I want to introduce you to the Patrol 2.0. Before we go any further, guys, please hit that subscribe button below and join the Build Not Bought channel, as we'll be having weekly episodes with this truck, with builds, with different cars and travel as well. Now, why have I done this? Look, it wasn't a complete lie when I said there comes a time, because after about 2 years is at the point where I usually sell a car. I've never owned a car longer than 2 years, and this is about at that point. And after that mark, I either sell them or just start throwing money at them. So we've gone for option B today. Obviously, the Built Not Bought truck is what started the whole channel and essentially my whole business. So this is now, I'm never gonna sell this car. So I thought it's time to give it a fresh new look. It's been around the country for the last 2 years, been around Australia, done the Nullarbor 3 or 4 times. It's been to, well, it hasn't been to the Cape yet. It's been over to Morton, it's gonna be doing Fraser soon, all that kind of stuff. So it's looking a little bit worse for wear. So with this new look, it's getting it ready for all the shows next year. 2021, we're taking it all around the country. We've got 15 odd shows to attend to. And speaking of events, if you want to be one of the first people in the country to see this thing in person on the 28th of November, it's a Saturday, there will be the Black Bear Open Day where the truck will be on display. There's a bunch of activities, prizes to run. We're raising a heap of money. I'll throw the little flyer, a link below on the flyer on the screen so you guys can check it out. But I do urge you to come down and see the truck. I'm gonna have a bunch of merch there as well. You can meet me, we can have a chat, maybe sign the door of the car as well, grab some merch and enjoy the afternoon. So that is on the 28th of November. It's in a few weeks' time, so make sure you chuck that in your calendar. Now, the last thing to chuck on here, we've got a new tray, which I've been talking about for a while. The new tray will be coming to finish this thing off very soon. And, well, there's a little grill on the front that I'm trying to sort out. There's the 2020 Patrol, kind of looks like it has a grill big enough to fit, but there's none in the country. Nissan want $1,000 for them, of course. And I'm waiting on a bloke who's got a lead for a second-hand one to finish off that front end because there's the bigger grill, obviously. But other than that, I might paint the mirrors black because they're looking a bit shit being chrome. Possibly door handles as well, and that'll be about it for the new version for 2021. But let's flashback, let's wind back the clock and see how this all came together.
Sam from Built Not Bought.
I left my tripod and my microphones down at the wrap place. Anyway, welcome back to the episode. Now we're picking up where we left off. I've just picked up the bull bar. I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger to see what this thing's gonna look like. Now I've just picked up the bar from A&B Powder Coaters in Caloundra. I'm gonna give them a shout out because they did an awesome job and really fast. I put them under a bit of pressure, said I need it tomorrow, and they did exactly that. So thanks to the guys down there for powder coating it. Now it's not an actual flat powder coat, they've got sort of a satin textured finish, so I went with that to try and hide some of the imperfections. So I've got some of these, all right? Similar to what was on the old bar, I had these black nuts. Now being a black bar, I'm gonna go with these stainless steel cap headset, Allen key things, whatever they're called. Place them on the bar just to dress it up a bit of an aesthetic thing. And obviously we're gonna put those progressive indicators as well. So we're gonna do that at the moment, put all these bolts in, get the indicators in, and then the spotters will go on top, and that's pretty much ready for the bar to head straight on. Alrighty, now we've got that done. The bar can't go straight on because there's something else special happening. You may have seen, oh Jesus. You may have seen at the start of this video, obviously the big reveal, we've got a brand new look. So we're gonna wind the clock back a bit, head down to SS Signs where we're gonna put this wrap on. I'm gonna take you guys through a bit of the process of what it takes to wrap a full drive, and in particular mine, which was a bit of a prick to do. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're down at SS Signs for a long awaited wrap happening on the Patrol. It's been top secret the last few weeks. We've been working behind the scenes for this moment. We're completely changing the look of the car. I'm going for like a dark grey black wrap. So the car's been white for the last 3 years or so, and the thing's been habit in the bush. It's been around Australia a few times and it's looking a little worse for wear. So I've decided to change up the look, ready for next year. So we're down here at SS Signs. We've pretty much got to tear this car apart. We've already pulled off the tray this morning. The canopy's off, that's getting wrapped separately. Bit of body work to do, so the last week or so I've just fixed up some dents in that, but there's a bit more panel beating to do, pulling off all the stickers, got to get the door handles out, the mirrors off, a bit of painting and that. So today I'm going to take you through a bit of an overview of the process, and a little bit later on I'll take you through a bit of the detail about how the wrap happens right from the design to how it ends up on the car. So let's get into it. Alright, so the Patrol's outside, pretty much disassembled. There's just a bit more body work to do. Now the guys are hooking into the canopy behind me. So while I get prepping on that, I think we'll go see Marty and we'll run you through a bit of the process of how the wrap goes from design right up to where it ends up on the car. Let's go. Here he is, the man of the hour. So Marty's done pretty much of the design of the whole Patrol here. So pretty much walk us through exactly what you do, I guess, day-to-day sort of stuff and how you've pretty much created my wrap. Looks sick, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool. So this basically drew it all from scratch. I just come up with a concept based on the sort of things that we talked about.
Yep.
And then I thought I'd come up with something that was a bit unique and a bit cool.
So how much of changes do you have to make when you kind of want it to wrap around a guard or a door? Like, is there extra width on that?
Yeah, so basically what we do is we measure the different areas and then oversize it. So when it comes to wrapping all the sort of things you can't pick up from on a flat image, we take that into account and then wrap around the edges with the excess print.
No, you've done a sick job. I think this is the first stage. I guess the next thing it goes over to the machines and gets printed off. So
yeah, that's right.
We'll go have a look. We'll go sit down and have a look and see what they do over there.
Sounds good.
Thanks for that, dude. Let's go. All right, so I'm here with Dion. Now, he kind of knows a lot more about what's going on here. So we'll get into the detail of what happens after the design, but just for a start off, a bit of the history of SS Signs, and you do a lot more commercial work as well, not just wrapping cars.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so wrapping cars is just one facet of what we do. We look after large format LED, large format printing, banners. You can see here we've got a couple of our large format ones. Through here we've got a UV printer, this is a latex printer, just different types of inks, different kind of formats. Up here we've got the two small HP printers. This is sort of the workhorses of all our smaller vehicle wrap jobs.
Yep.
If we turn around now we can actually see your print coming through.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, I guess here, and it may be different to a lot of other wrap places, they sort of do everything from start to finish. Like, it's all in-house, isn't it? Nothing really leaves the factory. So that's why I chose to come here. I mean, they can do the design right through to the finished product. So check it out, what it looks like. All right, so this is like the third stage, you could call it, after it's been printed, so the lamination happens. So what does this kind of give, why do you laminate it essentially?
Firstly, it's just to protect the ink and protect what's underneath it. They're a raw ink, so if you were to clean it with like an alcohol base or something like that, it'd just wipe it straight off. Keeps it UV stable. Secondly, it's sort of an aesthetic thing, so different finishes, satin finishes, gloss finishes, matte finishes, that sort of stuff are all added by that lamination layer.
Okay, yeah.
The whole process only takes, for a print of this size, should only take about 30 seconds.
All right, you see behind me, the boys are putting the first layer of the wrap on here. So I'll get Dion to just run through a little bit of the process and the different equipment that they use to get this thing sitting nicely.
So basically we've just done a little bit of surface prep. Preparation's key, getting the surface right in order to get the stickers, it's what it's all about. So yeah, a bit of surface prep, a bit of a sand. We use an isopropyl, which is like a rubbing alcohol, just to get all the degreases off the surface. Now the boys have just stuck it on, so there's a backing sheet that we peel off. We get it in position, we stick it on. All the glue's pressure activated, so as soon as we start pushing, all the glue starts setting. This is a repositionable film, so for whatever reason, if the guys haven't got it exactly right, you can sort of give it a flick and reposition as you need to. But we're pretty confident we got it right first go this time.
I got your attention yet? Hello guys and welcome to this week's tech tip. I'm just gonna clean that lens real quickly. Man, I took the whole front of the lens off. Look at that. Now before we get into this week's tech tip, I'm gonna do a little bit of a giveaway because I'm feeling generous. It's very simple to enter. All you gotta do is comment down below the top 3 mods that you would put on your four-wheel drive. The first things you do when you buy them, because I get asked every day, and I'm sure a lot of you viewers would love to watch the comments, read below what you wanna do, what car you've got, and the top 3 mods. So we've got the Tool Pro Toolkit, a soft shackle recovery rope and recovery blanket, and I'm gonna chuck in a little merch pack as well with our Built Not Bought work shirt, a singlet because we're coming into summer, and a sticker pack as well. So super simple, and we'll be announcing the winner at the end of next week's episode. But for today, this is a very small but very important piece of equipment that I can probably guarantee you haven't touched in your four-wheel drive. And this, we all know the coronavirus season has been going on way too long. This cabin filter will filter out all those little inconveniences coming into your vehicle. Now, being a four-wheel drive, they are the dirtiest things on the planet. You go through the dust, you go through the water, maybe the snow if you're in Victoria, and all those things can cause bacteria and even moss and that kind of stuff to grow in your four-wheel drive. So I'm literally gonna change this one in my Patrol now and see. This thing's been in there, I've never touched it. It's been in there for 3 years. So let's go have a look at what it's like. Generally these things are in behind your glove box. So we'll go find it and have a look. Yeah. Where's the air filter? All right, so I've resorted to the manual and I've made an interesting discovery. It says, note, some models have aircon air filter on the heater fan box behind the glove box. Models that don't have one can be retrofitted by cutting out an aperture in the heater box, fitting the filter. And it turns out my car is one that doesn't have a hole for it. So I don't know what happened there. I think it's because it was a DX. It's an old mining one, so it's not the ST model. So I'm curious to see what I've ordered here. I've got the wrong one. Oh, here we go. For Nissan Maxima and Murano with an X-Trail. Is there a Patrol one here? Pulsar. Oh, looks like I've ordered one for every Nissan but the Patrol. That's my bad. Okay, so that was the world's biggest up. Now look, I didn't do what I should have done, which is on the Ryco website, you can pretty much type in any vehicle that you own. It will tell you the different models and the different filters that you need, which I did and didn't realize that mine was not the ST model because it's fancy now. It has power windows, but it didn't. It was the old DX with the winding windows and all that stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go and change this one for the one that I actually need. Whoopsies. But I encourage you guys to go and check out the new N99 range of the cabin filters because they filter up to 3 microns. Like this will get rid of the Rona, which you don't want in your four-wheel drive or in any car, in fact. Anyway, back to the episode, guys, and make sure to support the businesses that support Built Not Bought. Righto, you can see the boys behind me hooking into the front half of the car now. We've got the canopy on now. Something that I wasn't aware of is the actual technology of this wrap has come so far. Like, this isn't really that sticky, so they can put it on the car and move it around quite easily, but it's heat activated and pressure activated. So when you go across with the squidgy, it gets real sticky and stick to the car. Another cool thing is the heat. Heat actually changes the shape of the wrap. One of the boys showed me before, they scrunched the piece up, hit it with the heat gun, and it actually went back to its former shape. So when it comes to guards and things like that, you can wrap it around the guard, get the heat on there, and then it will have that memory to stay there pretty much forever until it's heated up again. So the boys are hooking into it. After this, just gotta rip the canopy off so they can finish off the roof, and then it's pretty much a wrap for the car. So I reckon I'm gonna head off, come back and see the big surprise, the big reveal, this thing finished. And then it's a case of getting back to the shop, new bars going on. I'm gonna fix up the fenders on the tray so they're not white anymore. Any white on the car I wanna black out, and then it's ready for the road. All right guys, that's right, we're back in the workshop now. The Patrol is safe and sound. I'm dead keen to go on the first trip. Hopefully it'll be when that thing's done. which we're getting onto now, the old FTE swap, which will be coming out very soon. Probably in the next week or two, those episodes are going to start dropping, and then these two trucks are going to go for a rip down Fraser Island, pretty sure around Christmas time. So keep an eye out for that. As mentioned, halfway through this video, there is that competition running. You see the comment down below, your top 3 mods to put on a 4-wheel drive to win that prize pack. And there will be coming a full rig rundown happening very soon, because so much has changed on this over the past 3 years, and it's been that long since I've done a full walk around. So I'm pretty sure the next video we're going to release is a proper rig rundown walk around, and I may or may not do my challenges as well. Obviously, because that leaderboard thing is crazy. I haven't even done my own car. It's ridiculous. So we might knock that out as well. Stay tuned for next episode. Subscribe, and we'll see you there. Hello guys, and welcome to Built Not Bought HQ. Make sure to click on the far left to subscribe to the channel. Click down below to see the latest episode if you missed it. And don't forget our merchandise on our website. See you in the next episode.